This video is for general information purposes only. I am not an immigration officer. Work permit requirements can change anytime. Hi everyone, good afternoon, good day, good morning, good night. Today is a very informative and educational vlog day, and we will get straight into it. But before I do, the time is 6:36 in the PM. I am on my way to work. I made it out of the house pretty early, so that I could be on the side of the road to fill you in, because I know this video is what would I call it? Very informational and educational content, which persons out there will do appreciate. And to all my subscribers, I am sure you will be edified as well, because it's about the Cayman Islands, the requirements, etc. So, oh my god, I leave the car. Let me turn it on before before me stuck on the side of the road. So guys, I have my pen and I have my notebook, and we're gonna discuss this evening. I cannot stay long with you because you all know I have work at 7 p.m. and this is 20 minutes to the hour. So let's see if I can take 10 minutes to match up this. So guys, a subscriber of mine had reached out, wanted to find out the requirements of a Jamaican to migrate to the Cayman Islands. As you all know, my platform, it's all about edifying, educational, motivational, and we strive to give back over here. So let's get straight into it. I don't want to bust your ears anymore. Mind you, we are almost on the clock and I cannot afford to be late because I am releasing persons. I have to show up for time. So then let me see if I have my thing correct. Okay, yeah. For the first pointer, I want to say this to that subscriber, Crystal. You have to meet the immigration caregivers qualification, meaning you have to be qualified for the position. You cannot go around that. You have to qualified before you applied. Let's move on. The relevant caregivers experience is needed. So if you have worked into a nursing home in Jamaica, if you have worked within a family in Jamaica, wherever, that is a requirement or experience you can use to apply for a caregiver job in the Cayman Islands. Another pointer: any required certification such as elderly care, home health care aid, nursing assistant, first aid, depending on the employer. So you have employers here may take you with a few of these or all of these, or they may ask you for additional information. You know, some people are very stern. They want to know you're qualified for the position because it's a requirement, and having their company, they have to ensure that they're sending out the right person, which is the best fit. All right, moving on. Another thing, you're gonna need a clean police record. For those Jamaican who has a criminal record, I wouldn't say you're not able to obtain or optimize a job in the Cayman Islands because you have a record. I believe there is a system in Jamaica that you can utilize to get your name cleared. I am not sure, I cannot speak on it, but don't quote me guys, but you can look it up, or maybe you could visit the police office, the police record office in Jamaica. I think it's on King Street, don't quote me, but it's in the Kingston area. Read up and you will get information where a police record is concerned, and if you also have a criminal record, what you can do to get it clear. So you're not exempt from applying for a job in the Cayman Islands. It's just that you have to have a clean record, and before you know, move towards seeking employment here. Also, you have to find a Cayman Islands employer, right? You cannot employ yourself. You cannot just get a work permit by yourself. You cannot do that. You need a employer to sponsor you that work permit. Okay, let's move on, guys. Remember, I have 15 minutes. Okay, and I have 15, well, maybe 10 minutes drive, so I have 5 minutes working with. Another pointer, for you to apply for a caregiver position with a with a family or a care home or a health care provider or an agency. So these are some of the places you can work as a caregiver, you know, transition from Jamaica. Is either a family member, a care home, meaning you have the Pines here and you have another care home here where persons reside, you know, and caregivers are speculated to take care of them there. So you goes in the morning, etc., and night shift as well, and you provide care. So I think those entity are government entity, I am not sure, don't quote me, but they do apply, they do employ caregivers to work in those facility. So one, again, an agency can employ you. Two, one of the home care facility, and three, within a family space, you can also work as a caregiver. Moving along, you have to receive a job offer. You must receive a job offer before you purchase that ticket. I know some of us are very speedily and we like to do things speedily, and we don't wait till the process concluded and so go here. You must get a job offer, meaning you get the job, the person tell you, say, yeah, may I employ you. You do the online interview, because a lot of online interviews are going on. But then again, that's the only route that you can be employed here, because you cannot travel here without a work permit, you know. So you have to have the work permit first, you understand? So you have to have a job first, and then the employer seek that work permit for you. Moving along, employer applies, as I said before, the employer is the one who applies for the work permit for you. In the Cayman Islands, foreign workers generally cannot move and start working. Again, these are some pointers. I just write them up from my head based on my experiences. So you have to optimize the job offer, then you get the work permit, and you can apply for the work permit on your home. An employer has to do that for you. When the work permit grant, then you can make plans, but that person will have to give you the go ahead. Actually, the proof, it's your work permit, so you have the right to have that work permit either by email or a screenshot, whatever, stated work or immigration has approved this work permit for Keisha, whatever, John Tom. Then you can plan to migrate. All right, sorry I don't have enough time, but I'm gonna try my best to get through with these pointers. Another thing, the employer usually sponsor, yeah, the employer is the one that sponsor the work permit and applies for it on your behalf. The providing supporting documents that you need. One is your passport. Secondly, employment references. Some employer do ask, actually everybody asks, yeah, everyone asks for references. So you need to provide references. I understand there are times we are working within a space and the job no work out and it followed us. I know you have some people out there, they're very, very petty. You understand? But you should ensure that you must have somebody who you work with over the years who can recommend you to say, Keisha, Anthony is a good person. I can recommend he or she to this individual. So you need reference, right? Or references. Again, you need a police clearance. That's the same thing as a police record. You're also gonna need a medical examination, meaning you have to go to the doctor. You're gonna need a full medical. When I migrated here, there wasn't any need for a medical. Now things has changed because this is almost 10 years. Now things has changed. Immigration do requires a medical. So if you know, well, if you have HIV, all of them something they will have to consider before you seek employment in the Cayman Islands. All right? Okay, moving along. You have to wait for your work permit to be approved. Not go buy no plane ticket, because once you go to any agency or even if you purchase it online, I think there's a slot there, don't quote me, that you need to provide your work permit because it's a requirement. You can't come here without a work permit or a visa. All right? And being here on a visa, it's very illegal to work. So I'm just putting that out there as well. Another pointer, once the necessary permission is in place, travel arrangement can be made. Of course, you can go tell your bestie, your friend, and your enemy. I wouldn't, and your enemies, I'm just kidding there. I wouldn't advise you, but yeah, that's a milestone or a threshold or a great investment to actually optimize our work permit here. I was elated, so I know the feeling. So yeah, after that you can of course made arrangement. Moving on, begin employment and comply with work permit condition. Let me speak on this briefly. Guys, once you have a work permit with a company, to say you're a janitor, you're a nanny, you're a technician, you're an engineer, you have to work within that permit. If you work outside of that permit and immigration catches you, or the person who employs you find out, they can have you removed from the island. Okay, that's just how it is. You have to work within the permit conditions. Moving along, only work permit, no, work only for, again, I have more than one pointers for some question or statement. Work only for the approved employer and under the conditions of the work permit. All right, let's talk about job search online. First thing first, you don't know nobody in the Cayman Islands, you don't know which website to search on. I am here to provide you with some information. Okay, first thing, you're gonna go and work. All are in caps now. WORC, work job portal. Work job portal. It's an official government employment portal that posted job offering there, so you can visit that website, search whatever job you qualified for. You may just find something there and apply. Another job vacancy, is scaling jobs. Go there, search, you may just find something. Also, Nova Recruitment is also another job search vacancy online. You may just find something there. Don't quote me, I am not sure what type of job is there. Just go and look for yourself. Also, EK Trade is oversaturated, where people just post job here randomly. Most time those persons need people who reside on island already, but you may never know. You know, to each is their own. Try your luck. All right, another pointer: when applying directly to an employer, send your CV and your cover letter, followed by the application instruction carefully. Apply for multiple jobs. Don't just see one caregiver job and just apply for it only and sit down and wait, say the people them are go reach out back to you. No, ensure you dig and you dig, something must come. You want it badly, something will work out. Also, be prepared to discuss your caregiving experiences. People want to know, say you're qualified, you're competent, and you can do the job. Not because I just is a whole man or a old woman or whatever. You have to know how to deal with these people, especially when they're suffering from a mental illness. You have to know what to do, how to cope, because it's very tedious. Take it from me. All right. Explain your experience caring for children and senior citizens. Here we go again. You have to explain. You have a lot of disabilities, individual here as well. You have to know how to bear them, how to talk to them. When you talk foolish, it's a requirement. You have to know. So if you don't have no requirement, or if you go do the course, or you did the course 15 years ago, maybe you need to do a refresher course, or something. Go online, get yourself familiar with some of the questions. Prepare yourself before the interview called. Also, you need to this is very important. Never pay anyone thousands of dollars to look about any work permit for you. Okay? Never do that. Make sure the person is who they say they is. Do your research. Verify employers, please, I beg you. And recruiter carefully, and make sure all the immigration and employment purposes are legitimate. Do your research. Do your research. Guys, this is a big one. A recent report have highlighted concerning about work permit related scam here before. So I am saying this because I know. All right. So guys, I am so sorry. I must apologize. 4 minutes. I'm gonna late, but it's for you guys. Yeah. Thank God I get it out there, and I know Crystal will find great appreciation of these pointers, and I hope Crystal, and for those who are interested in migrating to the Cayman Island, will do so sooner than later. Guys, I'm gonna end the vlog here for now. Pray for me so that I reach work safely. Love you with the love of the. Bye for now.